All right, so at this time, we'll go ahead and start with the awards portion of our program. So I'd like to invite Dr. Bill Dingus to join me on stage here. He was originally going to introduce the speaker, but some things have changed, so he's now going to give out some awards.
Thank you, Laura. Yeah, it is truly my privilege to be with you this evening and to share a little bit from the fine congressman. I was prepared to introduce him, and as you've been watching Washington over the last how long, but particularly for the last 24 hours, and of course yesterday the magic happened. It all came together, and unanimously they chose a new speaker. And as of last evening, they weren't sure what things held, and then Julie and Alex, who I'll introduce second here, found out late last night that they were having a session that would actually go into the early evening. And there's no question I want my congressman there at the table, and it's important that when you've got the world in a turmoil, that he is there at the beginning. So I'm very pleased he is there, and although I'd rather just turn the mic over to him. But let me introduce Alex Scharfetter. Alex is Congressman Winstrup's state director, and then the regional director is Julie Stevens. And all of you know Julie, and let's give Julie and Alex both a good hand. Alex had already agreed to meet the congressman at the Columbus airport and get him down here for our meeting, and everything was timed perfectly. I mean, they really were working hard to make it happen. And Alex and Julie, thank you so much for putting that together. And the congressman did try to call me this afternoon, and I was in a meeting and I saw a 513 number, and I didn't realize it wasn't until I listened to the message later and I missed his call. But I'm sure that he was wanting to give you his heartfelt regrets. I think he really was looking for this evening, and we'll make sure that we get him back to Lawrence County and make sure that all of you get a chance to spend some time with the congressman. Some weeks ago, Ralph Klein, we always do a lot of trips to D.C. and Columbus looking for for money. And basically, the congressman was so gracious when he first invited us into his office. We thought we'd get 5 minutes, which you're very fortunate if you get 5 minutes with a person himself. Usually you get with a second or third level aide. Well, the congressman took us into his office and set us down, and it was pressing an hour before finally we almost had to break the meeting up. I was just so impressed, and his work, and particularly today, I was hoping, what I was wanting to hear was his perspective. He's on the Intelligence Committee, and all these things happening in the Mideast and so on, and all the intelligence in behind this, and really knowing this stuff. That was the thing. I mean, Ralph and I were spellbound just hearing at the time. It was when the balloon was coming over, if you recall those days. So it's just a brilliant person. Of course, he's on Ways and Means, and on Ways and Means, that is one of those powerhouses within Congress. So we're very fortunate to have him. Very fortunate to have the 2nd District of Congress here in Lawrence County, and to have Congressman Winstrup as our person. So we guarantee we will get him back to you. But one of his tasks of the closing of his comments was to get to introduce the Organization of the Year. And that Organization of the Year is one that I personally think offers more potential to Lawrence County than anything that's happened in decades. Potential for the future, for years down the road. And, it's the kind of a thing I recall when I was at the university, and I was trying to get donated the old cement plant property. And the person that owned it was interesting. He had been the attorney for NFL for over a decade, and so we met for dinner at Columbus, and we got to talking. Well, he ended up telling me about what all he did. He had 500 gas stations and 50 malls and just whatever. And of course, so I was sharing some of my volunteerism. At the time, I was just actively involved, as many of you, in many organizations, volunteering and everything. He said, well, Bill, let me share the way I feel about that. He said, the world is full of needed projects. Every community has necessary projects, and the people recognize it, and they're willing to help volunteer and make it happen. They're willing to paint the fence all the way down from one end of the community to the other, but they don't have money to buy the paint. He said, well, what I do, I want to empower those people by making money and buying the paint. Well, you know, that's always stuck with me, and I think our honoree tonight is one of those groups that what I see in decades ahead will be able to buy the paint. That organization that we're going to recognize is the newly formed last year in 2022, and many of you are big participants in it, is the Lawrence County Foundation. The Lawrence County Community Foundation was formed in 2022, and numerous people were founding members and continue to give and to have special causes, so it's so wonderful. And I think choosing them tonight, so I have the privilege of getting to ask Colton Copley, who is currently the president of the Lawrence County Community Foundation, to come to the stage. And Mr. Copley, we would like to present to you the award for the Lawrence County Chamber of Commerce Community Agency of the Year. Let me see if I can read it. Organization of the Year. So with that, we must say that this is the actual award for the foundation, and with that comes a number of resolutions. This resolution is from J.D. Vance, and I won't take the time to read them, but this is quite an honor. This one comes from Congressman Brad Winster, which he was going to personally present. And you may be having a hard time hearing me. I'm very sorry. And of course, we have two others. One, of course, comes from our House of Representatives with Jason Stevens, he is doing fine work up there for us tonight and unable to be here. And finally, from our Governor, Mike DeWine. He also forwarded this resolution. So with those, we'll present that to you in the foundation, and the mic is yours, Mr. President.
Well, thank you. Wow, thank you very much. It is an honor to be here. I'm Colton Copley. I'm a president of the Lawrence County Community Foundation. I'm the chair of that and have been since it started in 2022 last year. And what an honor and a privilege it's been. But at this time, I'd ask if any founding member of the Community Foundation is here with us tonight, if you could please stand. I'd like to recognize you for all the hard work. All right. Now you can see it took many people to come together in 2022 to form our community foundation, contributing to the first successful fundraising goal of $1 million. So $1 million was donated by individuals and organizations in our community to go towards the start of this foundation. That $1 million was actually matched dollar for dollar by the Foundation for Appalachian Ohio, which put $2 million into the community. That's an incredible thing. I think that we just want to thank each individual donor and and the Appalachian Foundation for matching that. The $2 million is a good, incredible start for this foundation. Lawrence County Community Foundation is an endowed fund, so we reward grants from the interest and earnings that the fund makes off of the money that's donated, so that the Lawrence County Foundation Fund can change our community over time and have a continuing revolving amounts of money to grant each year. The fund is a local affiliate fund for the Foundation for Appalachian Ohio. We're a regional community member of that foundation, and that foundation stands for philanthropy throughout all of Appalachian Ohio. So At this time, if I could, I'd like to welcome from the foundation, who's here tonight, Tracy Mann, who's also a fellow Lawrence County native who helped make the Lawrence County Community Foundation a possibility for us here in Lawrence County. I'd like for her to come up so she can share a little bit about the possibilities of things that can happen through a community fund and through this foundation. Tracy. Thank you all very much.
Thank you. As Commissioner Copley said, I am a native of Lawrence County and very proud of that. And my heart, my gratitude, much of my family are here in this county. And so the pressure is on for me to do a good job tonight. So as Commissioner Copley said, the Foundation for Appalachian Ohio provides the back office support for the Lawrence County Community Foundation and for 14 other community funds in Appalachian Ohio. It was our priority to make sure that every county that did not have a community foundation could do so, and we made it possible under our umbrella. And we've had a lot of success, but I know many of you and other people across the region have said, well, exactly what is a community foundation? It's so hard to put that into words. I stand before you not as just me, but as several people who have given of their life's work for people that they wanted to honor, for legacies, for scholarships, for people who cared about libraries in their communities and wanted to provide funds through their estate plans. We lost a wonderful woman this year who did that for a couple of libraries. I stand here before you for people who loved nonprofits in their communities. They gave every year, and they wanted to make sure that in part of their estate plan that those annual gifts continue beyond their lifetime. So it's not just me. It's about personal, heartfelt giving that's just very important to people. But I can give you a couple of examples of what other community foundations have done. So one of the foundations I mentioned under our umbrella is the Guernsey County Foundation. They now have over 60 funds within their family of funds, and last year in 2022, they were able to award over $500,000 in grants and scholarships. And that's the kind of thing that the Lawrence County Community Foundation can do. And if you're thinking, well, Guernsey has Cambridge in its county, I can give you an example of Meigs County Foundation, which is also under our umbrella. Several years ago, a gentleman left a planned gift, very minimal, for a dream that one day his county of Meigs would have a community foundation. Last year, a few years ago, they were able to get an active committee around that, and last year they were able to award over $100,000 in grants and scholarships. So it's very possible. If Meigs County can do that, just about any county in the region can do that. But I'm happy to talk with you more. If you'd like to learn more about the Lawrence County Community Foundation, what its mission is, how to establish a fund, I'm happy to talk with you. I do have folders in the back. I didn't bring enough for everyone, but I have my cards with me if anyone would like to talk to me, and it's really about awareness. So just you knowing that it exists so that you can share with people who are interested in this type of personal giving, we can definitely help them. And others, if you could raise your hand one more time if you're with the Lawrence County Community Foundation. If you could raise your hand. You can also talk to these people here in your community. Thank you very much.
So I'd like to thank Colton and the entire group of the foundation for all of your work. And please note that Colton's also a medical doctor as well as county commissioner. At this time, Deanna Holliday, if you'll please join me on stage.
Good evening. It is my absolute pleasure to stand before you tonight to celebrate achievements here in Lawrence County. I have the honor of introducing a remarkable business that is receiving the well-deserved recognition of the Small Business of the Year award given by our esteemed Chamber of Commerce. Guy's Floor Covering, it's not just a business. It is a testament to the power of strong family values and unwavering commitment to community engagement. The business was founded by Brett's father and uncle in 1975. It was started as a humble bathroom and kitchen remodel business with a focus on installation of ceramic tile. I just realized you're seeing some of the video here. Over the years, it has evolved into a thriving flooring store that has become a cornerstone of our community. Brett, the heart and soul of Guy's Floor Covering, he joined the business in 1983, bringing his passion and dedication to the table. In 1996, Brett and his wife, Rhonda, took the reins. They purchased the business from Brett's father. It was a pivotal moment that marked the beginning of a new chapter for Guy's Floor Covering. Their journey didn't stop there. In the same year, they expanded their services to include commercial work, showcasing their adaptability and willingness to embrace new opportunities. The decision propelled their business to new heights, solidifying their reputation as a trusted provider of quality floor installations. One of the most remarkable aspects of Guy's Floor Covering is their unwavering commitment to family values. These values have been the guiding force behind their success, shaping their relationships, work ethic, integrity, and dedication to excellence. Their strong family bond has not only fostered a cohesive work environment, but has also translated into exceptional customer service and lasting relationships with their clients. Furthermore, I'm delighted to share that the legacy of Guy's Floor Covering continues with the addition of the third generation. Josh joined the family business, bringing fresh ideas and renewed energy. But what truly sets Guy's Floor Covering apart is their deep-rooted commitment to community engagement. They understand what a successful business is. It's not just about the profits. It's about making a positive impact on the community that supports them. Over the years, they have actively participated in local initiatives, sponsored community events, and generously given back to their community. Their genuine care to our community and the care that they give to the well-being of our community has made them invaluable partners in our collective growth and development. Tonight, as we honor Guy's Floor Covering with the Small Business of the Year award, we also celebrate the legacy they have built, their dedication, hard work, unwavering commitment to family values, community engagement, and their employees have not only shaped their business, but have also left an indelible mark on our community. I invite you to join me in applauding Brett, Rhonda, and the entire Guy's Floor Covering team for their outstanding achievements. May their story inspire all of us to embrace our values, engage with our community, and strive for excellence in everything that we do. Congratulations to Guy's Floor Covering on this well-deserved recognition. Here's to many more years of success and making a positive impact on our community. Brett, Rhonda, Guy's Floor Covering, can you come to the stage? Where are you? You're hiding. I have to say, I may have sounded a little emotional. These are two very good friends of mine, and so when I speak of their family values, I get a first-hand look at that, and we get to share lots of Mimi and Pappy stories, and we're in the same phases in our life, and they are truly incredible people that I know love their community, they love their family, their employees. I have learned so much from the two of you as an employer, and just have a great respect for you. So tonight you have the award presented by the Chamber of Commerce for the 2023 Small Business of the Year. And here's your plaque, and it comes with some accommodations. I won't read them all. This one is from J.D. Vance, our United States Senator. And we have Congressman Brad Winstrip. There's some pretty special folks. Governor DeWine, one of my favorites. And our Ohio House of Representatives.
Thank you so much.
And now we get to hear from you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Congratulations.
First of all, I'd like to thank the Chamber for this award. We've been doing this for 48 years and never dreamed this would be an award that we would ever get. We started out as a small family business. 1975, my dad started the business, and we just done little jobs here and little jobs there, and when we took over the business, we had ideas of what we wanted to do. We wanted to broaden our horizons, go out and find jobs that we knew we could do, and move farther out into our other states, other areas. And as we done that, we got more recognition, and we continue to grow and grow. When we bought the business off of my dad in 1996, you know, we had a couple things that we wanted to do. We wanted to, first of all, support our community. You know, we wanted to support our employees, and we wanted to take care of our customers. And we knew that if we knew more than the other people did, and we could help people more, that was our goal. We wanted to know more about product, more knowledge, and then what we could do and what we couldn't do to just, you know, to be the very best floor store we could be. You know, I've got people over here with me today that I couldn't have done this without. I've got Jamie LaFawn. Jamie's been with me the week I bought the store. I hired Jamie. He's been with me for almost 30 years. He is absolutely one of the most incredible people I've ever been around in my life. I couldn't have done this without him. He's fantastic. His family's fantastic. His kids are like my kids, and he is absolutely, I couldn't have done everything that we've done without Jamie running the store when I'm out on the road looking for work. Him and his wife have been fantastic for us and for us to be around. You know, and then I've got my son and Taylor Hall. They're coming into the business. They're the future of Guys Floor Covering. We hired Taylor to be our warehouse guy. He just wanted a job, just, you know, and he said, we'll bring you in. And we found out real quick he was very intelligent. He was a very smart, very humble, very incredible young man that we needed to bring from the back of the store to the front of the store. And he has been an absolute blessing for us. My son, he's been with me almost 8 years now. He said when I asked him to come into the business, he said, "Dad, I don't think I want to." He said, "because I don't think I can do what you guys have done over the last few years." And I said, "You don't have to. We're going to help you. We're going to nurture you guys, and we're going to make you into our third generation of Guys Floor Covering." I've got my brother-in-law over here that's part of the business too. He got lucky enough to marry my sister, and he has been my lead installer for years. He cares as much about our jobs as what I do. Every job that we do, we love doing. Every job that we go on, whether it's a bad job, a good job, whatever it is, he and me put every bit of our efforts into these jobs to make sure when we get done that our customers are happy, that we're happy, and even if our customers are happy and we're not happy, we're back there fixing it just because we are not satisfied enough. So, you know, with everybody that you see over here with me tonight and everybody I see out here that we do work for, we just appreciate everything, and this award means that more to us than you'll ever imagine. So thank you guys, and you know, we hope we could win this again someday with the third generation, and that would tickle us to death. So thank you guys, and we appreciate everything.
So I've listened to Brett thank a lot of people here tonight, but I think that it would be lacking if I didn't say thank you to my husband, who has tirelessly worked for our family and had a vision. And I'm going to tell a story. Right after we bought this store, and he wanted to start doing commercial work, and his words to me were, if we're going to go bankrupt, I would rather do it in our 30s. I don't want to do it in our 50s. Let's do it in our 30s. And I said, okay, let's do it in our 30s. So, luckily that worked out, in a better way for us. But I do want to thank him tonight because he has worked so hard for our family and for this community, and we all appreciate him as well. Thank you, guys. We appreciate this.
Now I'll ask Dan Evans, president of the LEDC, to come on.
Thank you, Laura. Just a little shout out to the guys. They installed my hardwood floors a few years ago. Did a fabulous job, and they still look absolutely great. So I can tell you firsthand, great small business to work with. As Laura mentioned, my name is Dan Evans, and I serve as the president of the Lawrence Economic Development Corporation. And I'm going to present an award this evening, and just wanted to share a little bit about the background here. In the early days, a number of us met with a gentleman by the name of Mike Otworth, who was the CEO of InVenture. It's a corporation that's created to identify leading-edge technologies and bring them to market. And we found out that the very first project, innovative project, that they were looking at bringing to market was a company called PureCycle. And I had a chance to meet with the folks at PureCycle. Several of us did, and we knew from the very beginning that this was going to be a company that made things happen, and we were going to be blessed with a winner. As time went on, opportunity came to spend more time with the PureCycle team, and I can tell you that it is one of Lawrence County's up-and-coming brightest stars. I had the privilege recently being down on the site and got a chance to see part of the new plant. And I tell you, I'm just really absolutely amazed. Dustin Olson, who is the CEO of PureCycle, and the site manager at the local plant, Jeff Kramer, to please come forward and accept the award. This is It's my pleasure to present the Lawrence County 2023 Business of the Year to PureCycle, and I want to provide you with the plaque, and then there's a couple of proclamations. This is from J.D. Vance. This is from Brad Winstrip, from Governor DeWine, and from the Speaker, Jason Stevens. Please help me recognize
Well, it's an honor to be here. Thank you so much for the recognition at Lawrence County. You know, I'm a kid that grew up in Illinois. I live in Orlando now, but I've lived all over the world. And when you live in the big cities and you travel the world, you kind of forget what it's like to be back at home. So I grew up in a real small town, 2,000 people. And over the last 12 months, I think I've spent about 290 days or so in Lawrence County. So it's been real good for me because I've gotten to know you and gotten to know your community, and quite honestly, I've fallen in love with it. And it makes me feel like I'm back at home. I love the Midwest. I love being here, and it's real good to be able to bring a company like this to this area. PureCycle is special, and the technology that we have, which was born out of Procter & Gamble, is just a unique thing. The technology is really fun. It's cool. You see all those pipes, and you see all that equipment moving together the same way to make something like that happening is just beautiful. And no one in the world has been able to do recycling like PureCycle. No one in the world has been able to do it at the scale of PureCycle. No one's been able to do it at the quality of our product. And I think that when the book of PureCycle is written at the end of the day, they're going to remember where it started. And I think it's something that all of you are going to be very proud of in 20, 30, 50, 100 years from now. So we have a great group of people here. I'd like to recognize them. Bringing a new technology to the world, transformative technology, disruptive technology, you feel like a salmon like swimming upstream all day long every day because everybody feels like everything's going against you and trying to push you down. But the people at PureCycle are just different. We have grit, we have determination, we have passion, and it's because of that we're going to be successful. So I want to recognize all of them. I want to recognize Jeff. Jeff is an amazing leader. I mean, there are days that we come to work and it's hard. It's like you got a great day followed by a tough day. And this guy right here, along with others, but this guy right here finds a way to dig deep and to raise everybody up. And so, we've got leaders everywhere. We've got a great site leader with Jeff Kramer. We've got a great technology, but even more so than that, we've got a great home. And so I want to thank all of you for inviting us, for recognizing us, and making us part of your family. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. First, I wanted to at least offer some gratitude to those of you that helped pull this off. Like, how cool is this? Great event, great food, great people. It's just a beautiful evening. So to the LEDC, the Lawrence County Chamber of Commerce, thanks a lot. I mean, this is really, really a nice evening. So PureCycle just means so much to us, and to be honest, we love Lawrence County. Having, a big part of my job when I first got here 2.5 years ago was to hire a bunch of people and learn the technology and figure out how to run this new plant. And finding the people in this area was so easy. The talent's there, the right type of people was there. And so we're proud to be growing and developing here in Lawrence County. We look forward to becoming more and more and more engaged in the community. So we'll continue to do that. We're appreciative of the award. We're proud of the award. We're grateful for the award. So thank you very much, representing the site and our roughly 80 employees that we have thus far. We're appreciative, and thank you very much.
I'll ask Freddie Hayes.
Good evening. First of all, Mr. Mike Patterson, usually here to introduce this next award. He sent his apologies. He called me early in the evening, something came up. This award is named after his late father, Mr. George Patterson, who was a great county commissioner and a wonderful public servant. We appreciate everything he'd done. I'm excited tonight to be here to present this award to Miss Darlene Green. She is the director of the Lawrence County Senior Center, which I am involved with. I'm going to tell a brief story on her. About a little over 12 years ago, I decided to run for county commissioner. I went to Darlene and I said, Darlene, can I have your vote? She said, you sure can, but I want you to promise me one thing. And I said, what's that? She said, you know our levy failed, and she said, you know I've spent a lifetime taking care of our seniors. And she said, of course, I'm becoming one now. She said, I want to continue that. And she said, we need a place to do it. So I said, Miss Green, I'll promise you one thing. We'll have a senior center as soon as I get elected, as soon as we can get it equipped and ready to go. So a bunch of us put a lot of work into it. Of course, Commissioner Finley he wasn't commissioner then, but he helped out getting the stuff built in there, ready to go. We got it opened up, and it was just a little double wide in Chesapeake, but we were blessed by God to have it. We really was. Darlene stayed on me. She said, you know, I love this place. She said, but I'd like to have a new senior center. I said, you got no problem. We're going to get her. Now, it took me a little longer than I expected due to COVID. It took me about 10 years to get that new building that sits up there at the fairground that I'm very, very proud of and very blessed to have. You know, we feed 3 meals a week. We average 50 people, seniors, that we take care of 3 days a week. Darlene, every day, is up there bright and early, an hour before she needs to be, to get ready to feed them. We get out and raise the money. And, I mean, she works tirelessly at doing her job up there. And I really appreciate everything she does. And I know each one of them seniors, every time I go up there, they got a smile on their face. Just like in the morning, we're having a Halloween party for them. They're dressing up. She's been up there all week decorating them tables. Got a beautiful place ready for them in the morning to come and have fellowship and to have food. It's very important. You know, we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for our seniors. And of course, I'm not far from there now. My grandpa always said, where I am today, you will be tomorrow, and I promise you, that's exactly right. But I just want to say, Miss Darlene Green, I know each and every person in this county, each and every senior, appreciates everything you do. And as far as I'm concerned, you're family to me, and it'll be family forever, and I'll stay right with you until I take my last breath. Promise you. So, Miss Darlene Green, come on up. Here's your plaque. Okay. This is from Senator J.D. Vance. I'm kind of like Mr. Dingus. I can't see well either, so I'm not going to read anything. I'm not quite as old as him, but I'm catching up. This here comes from Mr. Winthrop. Of course, Mike DeWine, your governor. And Mr. Jason Stevens, our hometown politician, as far as I'm concerned, and servant. Darlene, love you. Go right ahead.
This is a very shock to me. You know, I had started out way back. I love my seniors, and I'm a senior too, and I could not do this without Freddie Hayes. We had a dream, and our dream came true. You wouldn't believe what we're in now. Our seniors are so blessed, and I'm so shocked. I'm sorry, but Freddie didn't tell me this, okay? But, you know, being in a double-wide trailer and then going into what we're into, it's like a mansion to us. And joining the seniors every day is a different thing. You might be down or low, but they bring you up and just bless you every day. Thank you for the award. I really don't appreciate this. I'm doing something that I really love to do. Thank you.
right, at this time we'll have the installation of the Chamber Board of Directors. So the board members that are present, if you'll come on up stage with me, on stage, and then Judge Jason Smith.
Well, while we're waiting for them to get up here, Laura, thank you. Thank you to the Chamber, LEDC. What a great night. It's an honor to be up here in front of all of you. It's people like you that drive the success of a community. And it's, well, I'll just tell you about my day. I got up at 5 o'clock this morning, had to go to Circleville, and was on the bench for about 4 or 5 hours listening to attorneys from probably 6 different law firms from Pittsburgh clear to Huntington and everywhere in between, arguing about fracking and production wells and injection wells and subsurface flooding. So it is such a blessing to get to come here this evening as part of my job. I would like to thank Shirley and the Chamber for having me here. This, I believe, is my 3rd or 4th time doing this. I've been doing this since I was elected, which I'll have to do again next year. So as soon as my wife's campaign is over, mine will be starting next year. So looking forward to all of that and appreciate your support. So without further ado, we will have the members take their oath. So you all don't have the oath, right? So I'm going to break it up in short pieces, okay? Raise your right hand. Repeat after me. As the President and Board Member for the Greater Lawrence County Area Chamber of Commerce, we agree to abide by the bylaws and canons of ethics prescribed by the organization. We understand the mission of our Chamber of Commerce is to promote the general economic welfare and prosperity of Lawrence County, Ohio. We will commit our best efforts as President and Board Member to fulfill this mission. Congratulations.
I believe Shirley has some closing remarks.
I really don't like to get up here like this. I can talk on that floor one-on-one and forever, but we are so excited with what's going on with our chamber. And as you know, we have some activities that we'd love for everyone to get involved with. We are getting ready to do a Festival of Trees. How many's been to the Festival of Trees? How many's bought a tree? How many's bought more than one tree? I think my son has bought one every year, so and I'm not sure they're going to do it this year, so I'm embarrassing him. Anyway, but with the Festival of Trees, if you haven't been, it's a wonderful event for Lawrence County. We now have people that come from Charleston and beyond, Portsmouth and even further. We have people call the office. They want to know about the Festival of Trees. It started out 9 years ago when I first started at the Chamber of Commerce. And this is our 9th year to do it. And the way they build the trees, and I want to tell you all about this. The way they build the trees, every ornament is wired on. And in 9 years, we have lost one ornament that broke. And I think that's saying a lot for the people that do. The chamber purchases the trees because we're very particular, and then the businesses, you people, decide on how you want to decorate it, and then you come and you build it, and we sell them. The profit from the Festival of Trees goes to scholarships for Lawrence County students and also for community development. So we feel that this is a very good effort to bring small businesses with our Christmas market. This year, we are renting a 160-foot tent that will have vendors in it of people who make their crafts and they supplement their income. So I would love for every one of you to come and buy from those people. They work hard, and this does help the small businesses supplement their income. So our Festival of Trees will be the week before Thanksgiving, the 17th and 18th, at the Chamber of Commerce on the campgrounds and in the back of the chamber. And until you come, we have 2 of the most beautiful trees already decorated. And I want to thank 2 people that have worked tirelessly for 3 weeks, and that is Sandy Blackburn. I'm going to embarrass her. Where is she? And Valerie Dyer. They have been there from 8 until 5 or 6 or 7 every evening, every day, working and building the trees. So, in closing, I want to invite every one of you to come and purchase a tree. You know, it ends up it's all about money. But also visit. In fact, Carlos, who owns the Casa Grande, my number in his cell phone is Shirley $. So that's a kind of an impression I guess I've made because I do have to get money. Anyway, I want to thank all of y'all who have purchased trees and you who have come tirelessly and decorated trees, and who comes on Sunday after it's all over and wraps the trees. We not only sell you a tree, but we wrap it ready to be transported. And if you don't have a truck or don't have a bicycle or any way to get your tree, we'll make arrangements for you we'll get your tree to you. And when it comes into your house, it is ready for you to have your Christmas. The Christmas market, the ladies and gentlemen that bring their goods in to sell, they love coming. In fact, we've had several that's called this year and said, we can't wait to come and be there and enjoy. And they're so happy they're getting a larger tent and hopefully forced air heat. So, because it's really cold. Anyway, in saying all of that, I'm inviting you to come. Bring your pocketbook or your checkbook. We'll take checks, whatever. Just bring your money and enjoy the festives and enjoy the trees and the Christmas market. And in saying that, I guess we will close our evening. But I do thank you all for supporting the chamber and for helping with everything that we do. We're very active. And sometimes I know you get tired of hearing from me, asking for this or asking for that. But you always come through, and I really appreciate that. So this is our 9th year to do our Festival of Trees and Christmas Market. And I hope everyone comes and don't take out a loan, but spend a lot of money. And thank you very much, and you are now dismissed.